Hello fellow Helldivers, today we are going to talk about the recent Warbone Viper Commando. It has only one primary weapon, that is AR-23A Liberator Carbine. This weapon is cost 20 medals on the first page of the Warbone. We know that the best thing in this Warbone is not this weapon, but I will show you guys anyway. First thing first, let's see the stats on this weapon. A compact version of the Liberator designed for increased fireability in close quarter. Has an increased fire rate at the cost of higher spread. The damage is 60, magazine capacity is 45, the recoil is 26, and fire rate is 920. And it has light armor penetrating. Okay, if you compare it to the AR Liberator, it has a similar stats on it, but the difference is it has a huge fire rate and bigger recoil. Yes, it seems it's not much of difference and is basically the same rank as Liberator. But as you can see, the Liberator has a scope ranges. You can zoom into 25 meter, 50 meter and 100 meter, and that's a lot of range. The Liberator Carbine doesn't have a scope, but only iron sight. Come on man, we are the super earth greatest heroes that has so many advanced technology that makes a literal black hole in the universe, and you give us an iron sight? Man, I can only think that this weapon is only good for Terminid missions because you need precision to fight the Automatons, and with this recoil and iron sight scope, it's gonna be super hard at going Automaton missions. I was hoping that okay, this weapon has a slight lower stat, but it has a trait, you know, maybe silence shooting or poison shooting, and while we are in Viper Warbone, you can go at poison ammo, something like that, but there isn't. And the pouch on the weapon is just decoration, there's nothing in there, and it has one less spare max than the Liberator. Okay, that's fine, maybe this weapon is OP in Terminid missions, so I test it first for the fire rate. Is it really that good? And how is the recoil will affect it? And yes, if you are standing shooting, the recoil will be massive. It destroys your aim. But if you are crouching, it reduces recoil by a lot. And if you're equipping the passive 30% reduced recoil on crouch and prone armor, that will be greatly improve your aim. Okay, let's test it on the mission. First, the Terminid missions, and also as always, remember your damage is the same as a Liberator, so you need a couple hits for the small box, and if you hit the head, it might one-shot them. And the Hunters, Warriors, it takes a couple of hits, and the Brute Commander, if you aim it in the head, well, it takes one whole max to kill it, but you can always cripple them in the legs for more time. And for the Battle Spewers and Hive Guard, yes, you can only hit them in behind, so I don't think this weapon is great against them, because you need to flank them. The same applied to Chargers, and you need to spend 3 whole max to make it bleeded out, and still not that. For the Battle Titan, yeah, don't ask. Okay, let's continue to the Automaton's missions. For small robot, it takes a couple of shots in the body or one shot in the head. And the problem is the Devastator. They have a medium armor in the body, so you have to aim the head or the arm. With this fire rate, it's gonna be hard to aim the head. But if you aim the arm, it might work, but still hard, because they shoot you back and you can get too close to them. You can almost disarm any Devastator with one whole max, but they still not dead. So be careful as they swarm you and kick you in the head. As for the Hulks, yes, you can kill it with with only one whole max in the fan, and only in the fan. Yes, it's gonna be hard because you need to circle to their back, and they won't be alone when the dropship coming. And for the tanks and Factory Strider, I don't mention them. You can't do anything to them. Okay, for the conclusion, the damage in this gun is very average. Well, it has a good fire rate and it will affect the DPS in the gun, but if you hit all of the ammo, so it's average. And there is no trait other than high fire rate, no stagger, no stun, no unique trait, and no scope. It has a pouch, but it doesn't do anything, so it's only skin. That's really bad for a Warbond. It is a light armor penetration weapon, and almost half of mobs can be taken up by this weapon. And you have to depend on others, so it's not really good. It is basically the same as Liberator, so I think this weapon will be going into my eternal storage. And in conclusion, this weapon is not good. So that's it for this video. It's still very disappointing for the new weapons, but this is the most mid weapon you can buy from Warbond. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Good day.